What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Slackers, and today we are going to be taking a look at a few things that you may have missed from the recent slew of gameplay videos that were released to us. It was something we've all been waiting for. We all wanted to see some actual gameplay besides a couple, 2-3 second snippets from character reveal trailers, and we finally got that. Got a few 1v1 matches, and then of course we got a 4-for-all. There's quite a bit of stuff in those videos, and there might be some stuff that maybe you missed initially, but don't worry, maybe this video helps out somewhat, but then again, maybe you caught all of this and you're just better than I am. But either way, let's start things off with the first thing that you may have missed. And music is going to be the first one we talk about. Now, one thing that people have been discussing a lot over the past 48 hours, we'll say, is the music and whether or not they think music is in the game during gameplay or not. Which, in fact, it is. It's kind of weird because if you watch the gameplay, I mean, there's a good chance you just didn't listen for it or you just missed it and you're just too into the gameplay. But yes, there is, in fact, music during gameplay. So we'll listen to the audio here real quick from the CatDog and Lucy gameplay. Fight! And you could clearly hear that there was music in the background. Now, overall, for music in this game, it's not going to come anywhere near close to what Smash Ultimate has, and that's kind of a really bad mindset to have. Don't compare this game to Smash Ultimate. Smash Ultimate was built over decades. Smash Ultimate is a AAA first-party game that has a tremendously enormous budget. This is a indie studio that's a very small studio, very few members of that studio making the game. So they're not going to have the same budget as Smash Bros. And if that's what you think, well, then you're only going to be disappointed in yourself for kind of believing that. Next one, this one is kind of cool. Footstools are actually in the game, and there might be something else to this. Maybe not, kind of depends on what you might believe here, but basically, around the 48-second mark in the video, during the 4-for-all, we will see Leonardo use his up special to try to recover to get back onto the platform. But right above him is SpongeBob, and SpongeBob happens to footstool Leo during this move in mid-animation, and that ultimately sends Leonardo tumbling back down through the air, ultimately getting KO'd. Now, maybe, this is a maybe, but it might show that the character, like your character that you're playing as, if they get footstooled after an up special, they might not be able to up special again. Maybe they can't jump again. If you get footstooled, maybe you do just get sent into a free fall. I know that wouldn't be, that's not news anybody wants to hear, but just based on the quick gameplay that we've seen from this, from what we just seen from it, Leo, he doesn't even try to jump again. He doesn't even try to do anything. He just pretty much falls and gets KO'd. So, I don't know, footstooling in this game may be a bit more potent than in Smash Bros. Next up is CatDog's neutral special, the one where Dog spits out a bone. Now, we did see this move first revealed when, CatDog was first revealed. It was in the reveal trailer. We did see Dog do this. We did get to see him very briefly spit the bone out, and it went right at the opponent. But now we get a much clearer look at the attack because we get an entire gameplay to analyze. And the attack itself, Dog still spits that bone out, right? But the thing is, the bone doesn't just go in one direction. This bone that he spits out ends up boomeranging back towards the player. So it kind of, in a sense, acts like, Link's boomerang from Smash, for example. So it will come back to him, but I did notice, like, the bone speed, once it starts coming back towards where CatDog was positioned, the movement speed on it, it's not that fast. So I guess if you dodge the first part of the I guess, what are we going to call this? The bone meringue? I'm not sure, but whatever you want to call the attack. It's like the second part of the move. Since it's not so fast, it's going to be pretty easy to dodge. So, yeah, using this as CatDog, yeah, you're just going to have to kind of make sure you position it properly, trying to gimp your opponent off stage, whatever it is, just trying to get a little chip damage with a, projectile, whatever it might be. But yeah, definitely a bone meringue. I guess that's what I'll call it. Next up, we're going to talk about Nigel's attacks. And I don't know about every single one, but there's a good portion of them that are based off of animals. And for Nigel as his character, that is a really cool touch on the for the character and how he's going to fight. So throughout the Nigel versus April match that we see, many of his attacks, maybe not all of them, but many of them are based off of animals. For example, we do see a few attacks like his woodpecker attack where, he's got a gigantic nose, so that's kind of cool. We do see his dolphin or his fish jump, basically, for his up special. And then we also see what is the, I'm dubbing, like, the monkey punch. And we also see a scorpion kick that ends up getting a KO as well. So, since Nigel has, well, from his show, he's pretty much devoted most of his life to studying all kinds of different odd animals and their habitats. I think this is a really cool and very respectful way to incorporate, battle mechanics into his character. Because maybe he doesn't do this type of stuff in the show, but since it's all based off of animals and, like, that's his whole character. So that's a really cool way to portray Nigel, in my opinion. Another one that I noticed was characters will have intro animations, when they first start the battle. So it's a cool thing, but it's kind of small. Maybe it's nothing big to some people, but still cool nonetheless. So basically, when the characters enter the arena for when the match is starting, the game does give us these intro animations, which is pretty cool. We do see all 4 characters from the 4-for-all battle get their own specific little intro animation, which, I don't know, it just kind of gives the game a little bit more of, personality, if you will. So, I don't know, I found that pretty cool. And the last one that we'll talk about is the inescapable command grabs. Now, in case you don't know, command grabs, yes, this has been confirmed by a developer. Command grabs are inescapable. You cannot get out of them whatsoever. I made a video about that about a week ago, but here's the quote from the developer nonetheless. But so the game elements, right? The command grab, since it's inescapable. The other part to this news is the player who gets grabbed, not the person doing the grabbing, but if you perform a command grab on your opponent and you both go flying off the stage and both get KO'd, if you're both down to your last stock, the person that you grab is the one that will get KO'd first. So we're going to have a bunch of old Bowser side situations on our hands. So that might get annoying for some people, but it is what it is. It's kind of, maybe it'll be the charm of the game, maybe it won't. We'll just have to wait until we actually get to play the game nonetheless. But we did finally get to see it in action where Patrick does grab and ends up pretty much dunking April O'Neil. So if you're facing a Patrick player, you're going to really need to be aware of the stock count for one, and also very aware of the stage positioning to avoid these type of disasters. And that is going to wrap it up. There are 6, yeah, I think that was 6 things. But there are at least a few things that you may have missed from some of the gameplay that was released just the other day. So this is exciting. We're getting news about the game. That's what we want. And hey, the game's less than a month away. We'll get there eventually. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed as always. And I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.